Welcome and hello, my beautiful Capricorns. Brenda Tarot here with your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of September the 19th to the 25th, 2022. Let's get started right off the bat. My beautiful Capricorns, you've been given a card of concern here, but I don't want you to get all bent out of shape. This is despair, and it also says not hiring. Some of you may be going through this situation where you need to find a job and it's not showing up as quick as you want it to. This is a card that says you're going to be worrying about situations, and that could be just one example. But you have the resources. This card says, always when there's different cards around it, it's reflective of what this card means. And you've got the five of right next to it of wands, and that's getting out there, pounding the pavement, standing up for yourself. You've lived through these trials and tribulations, and now you're going to go out there and stay focused on what it is you want. And next to that is a celebration card. So I do think that this will shift, that if you stay focused, you go for your goals, whatever this is that is creating this despair, know that it can also lead to physical ailments, okay? Often when we get stressed out, we get stress headaches, we get migraines, we lose sleep. This can happen to all of us. I'm not a doctor, but that's what this card in the book representation says. So be careful. I don't want to see any of you having to deal with physical issues because you're worried about things. I do think that there's going to be a shift in energy where as long as you stay focused and determined to go after what you want, this will be resolved. Next to that, you had the month of December, and I wanted to know what was going to happen possibly this year in December for you. And they came up with the quill, and we all know that the quill is a form of writing. It's like a pen. You may be journaling, you may be signing documents, you may be thinking about going back to school in December, or it's the year end where you're signing off things, you're completing things at the end of December, and getting back to basics to start a brand new fresh start as we move into the new year of January. You got the month of March. Again, I wanted a card to find out what March represented, and you got the bow. And this says you're going to be getting recognized. You're going to be highly thought of. There's going to be a shift here. This is a new beginning for you in March. Things are going to be, you're going to see, things coming into birth. You're giving birth to new dreams. You're going to be starting new things in the spring, and you're going to see that things are going to start to grow again. You're going to be expanding, and you're going to be going through a growth pattern. And in the process, you're highlighting yourself, and you're going to get recognized for who you are and the gifts that you have and what you're doing. So you could be receiving a job where you're going to be getting the rewards there and commended and appreciated for the hard work that you do. It could be any part of your life, but definitely things are going to shift. I think this is going to be a fresh new start for you as we move into a new year here. Coming in with your first card, you have the Queen of Pentacles. And this is the card, again, a great card that talks about, planting your seeds and waiting for them to grow. And, this is a card that says there's going to be success and creativity. And also she's very maternal. She wants to nurture her family and her chosen family. And, she's into grounding herself very well in that department. But also she's into grounding herself because she's really into nature and getting out there and tapping into the power of that vibration. I do believe that, you're going to be a little bit more open-minded here when it comes to business, and you're going to be more practical as well, thinking about those things and how you can get ahead. You have this ability to do this, and, you have this ability of also, you're fond of luxurious things and taking care of yourself and knowing that you need to be on your toes and be top notch to be able to go after your goals. But I do think that you have this ability to, at this time, to be nurturing your family and, all those types of matters in the home. You've got the two of Wands with this, and this is duality, but the Two of Wands talks about going ahead and really, really working towards your goals here. This is all about choices and planning and weighing maybe two options here because it shows the two wands. But I often read this as well as not going alone, working towards a goal here, planning your moves, going the distance. You could be traveling for business and you could be working pleasure into that. However, I think you're going to be doing it with someone else, because the strength and power of combining a team is going to build you even more success as you move along. So there could be partnership being brought into the equation here, or building a team of some sort that you're going to be joining or creating yourself. Ace of Swords and the Five of Cups. So the Ace of Swords is all about new ideas that are going to be presenting themselves to you at this time, and you're going to be moving forward in a very positive direction. It's almost like victory when this card shows up. It's a new way of thinking about something too, and getting out of that fog in your head. You're going to be having more clarity now. You're going to be able to see a sight line coming into view and light at the end of the tunnel. So I do believe that, you know, this could also be a new relationship that could be coming in as well. Someone of a very strong personality. But I always look at as this Ace of Swords as you starting now to go forward towards your goals in a positive direction, staying focused, going after it, and knowing that you've got clarity now coming in, hearing the news that you need to hear on that level. Now, you've got the Six of Cups coming in, definitely a card that says you could be either reminiscing about your past, going way back into the history of, you know, thinking about your childhood and things like that. But also, this is the card that says you could be reconnecting with somebody from a distance, or someone who has been distanced from you. I think together you've matured, you've grown. I think you're going to offer each other stability and a firmer foundation in whatever you're sharing with each other. This could also be indicative of, because we talked about the Queen of Pentacles here, nurturing within the family fold, within the family circle, spending more time with children and family here as well. So beautiful, beautiful card. Now, coming in next, you've got the Five, again, the Five card of struggle, of Swords, and the 10 of Wands. Sorry. So the Five of Swords is almost like the no-win situation. Going into battle mode, you win, but you feel as though you still came out at a loss, or you feel disappointed that it had to come to this, right? So I think at this time, you're going to have to think long and hard and pick your battles wisely. Fives are always cards, you hear me say this all the time, of challenge, but they're also the cards of how to resolve them. And resolve them means think long and hard before you go into battle mode, or any major debates that could end up as a no-win situation. You walk away like, okay, I won, but now I've lost a friendship, or basically don't shoot your foot off is what they're telling me, okay? So definitely, you're going to be able to, let go. I think if you do this, let go of this that you need to step up into that kind of energy, or you could be drawn into negative energy. There could be arguing and competition and things like that going on too. But don't step into something like this, and especially if it's not your drama, don't get involved in it, because you can self-sabotage yourself. Now, the 10 says here, you pushed yourself very hard here, this 10 of Wands. And, it was like you reached the pinnacle, you reached the top, the summit, and now you're coming down the other side of the mountain, which is going to be a lot easier. It was as though you were taking on all the work and all the burdens on your own. Sorry, that was a timer. And now it's time for you to realize you've completed this. You've done something here. You worked very hard for it, and now things are going to get a lot easier for you. You could be removing, with this Five of Swords, some toxic situation or energy around you, and you've decided, I'm walking away from this. I'm not going to get involved with this. I don't own it. It's not mine, so I'm out of here. Now, coming in next, you have the Three of Cups, beautiful card, and the King of Rods. You also have the Queen of Rods. So you have she's not the Queen. She is the Six of Wands. Even better, victory. Okay, sorry guys, I'm thinking out loud. This deck, by the way, I have to tell you about this deck. This deck was gifted to me by Charlie's Angel Tarot, so please go check out her website. It is fairly new to me because I don't use it, and I've decided that Spirit says pull that deck out and use it. So I want to commend her and thank her for sending me this deck, and please, I want to give her a heads up because she's such a beautiful reader. Go check her out, Charlie's Angel Tarot. Okay, a lot of you might know her. Okay, so here we go. Coming in next, you've got the card of celebration. And the Three of Cups talks about getting together with family, could be people you work with, your co-workers. It could be your best friends, whoever. But this is an occasion that you're going to want to celebrate. I think with the King of Rods, you've been very determined and you were going for a goal here. And you could have accomplished that goal. And this is why you want to get together and say, I got that job, I got that position, I got that raise, I got whatever the case is. He stays determined. He goes after what he wants. He goes big or he goes home. You may have had a great achievement come in here that you want to celebrate. But this could be any occasion. This could be getting an invite to the announcement of a wedding, an engagement party, a housewarming, a new birth coming in. So definitely you're going to have some fun here as well. Now, this is the one that I was thinking was the Queen of Wands, but no, this is the 6. I was looking at her rather than the number. And this is victory after hard work and struggle, getting noticed for what you do. And I said this here, you're going to be starting to see a shift in energy where you're going to get rewarded for all the hard work that you put out there. Whatever you've been investing your blood, sweat, and tears in, you're definitely going to see there's going to be a shift. This is about you going forward here, going after what you want and then seeing that you're going to get it. Okay, so beautiful, beautiful. I was looking at her as something totally different. So please know that this is definitely a card of victory. You're going to see a beautiful shift of energy. And part of it could be because you've been able to step up on your platform and convey what you know, the gifts and the talents that you have. But you're working hard towards this. And I do believe it has to do with your job and your career, a lot of you. And building a team here. This is usually depicted in the traditional tarot where there's two people and you're sitting at a higher position looking down and being a teacher, conveying information articulately and creatively and sharing those goals together. So there's going to be support here. There's going to be teamwork here. And you're going to, whatever you've created here, my beautiful Capricorn, you're going to be celebrating it big time and getting recognized for it. It's almost like you're going to get an award for something here. And this worry that you have here in the beginning really is unwarranted because I think you're going to step up here and you're going to realize I don't need this situation in my life anymore, so I'm going to walk away from it. I've done all I can do, wipe my hands of it, and I'm out of here. I pushed myself hard and now I've made the right choices. So this is a very strong and positive reading in the long run. Well, I wish you a great remainder to today, my beautiful Capricorns, and always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you, and I'll see you soon.